she's so fine. Hell of a blows my mind. Hell of a lights my day.
What's good, guys? Today is Thursday, August the 5th, 2021. This story is coming out via page 6 in an article wrote by Elizabeth Rosner and Jorge Fitzgibbon. Came out on August the 3rd, and I want to thank Marie722 for sending it to me. R. Kelly says he's broke days before jury selection begins in sex trafficking trial. That's a picture of Mr. R. Kelly. Disgraced R&B singer R. Kelly says he's so broke he can't even afford to pay for court transcripts on the eve of his sex trafficking trial, and has gained so much weight behind bars he needs new clothes. Prosecutors will also be allowed to present evidence that the Grammy winner had, quote, sexual contact, end quote, with a singer, Aaliyah, when she was as young as 13, before the pair married in 1994, when she was 15, a judge ruled Tuesday. R. Kelly appeared in Brooklyn federal court for a hearing ahead of his trial, which begins Monday with jury selection. His finances are depleted, his lawyer, Devereaux Cannick, told Judge Ann Donnelly. I asked the court to give him daily copies of the transcripts. Cannick also said his client has gained weight since he's been incarcerated. Now that's a courtroom sketch of R. Kelly and his attorney on August the 3rd as they appeared in court in Brooklyn. We need measurements for appropriate attire for his trial, he said. We're trying to get his measurements. How can we take his size? I'm not taking his size, Judge Donnelly shot back. The 54-year-old I Believe I Can Fly singer is accused of employing an entourage to find young women and girls for him to have sex with for years. He was arrested in Chicago in 2019 by the NYPD and federal agents and transported to New York in late June that year, and now faces charges in both cities. Last month, prosecutors detailed a slew of new disturbing allegations against the singer, whose real name is Robert Sylvester Kelly. The singer's marriage to Aaliyah has been widely reported, but Kelly and his attorneys had not previously admitted the troubling tryst. Aaliyah died in a 2001 plane crash. In court Tuesday, R. Kelly looked somber and rocked back and forth in his chair, and even snored and dozed off at one point. R. Kelly, who has been locked up in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn for the past 2 years, continues to maintain his innocence. That's a picture of R. Kelly in 2013 at the BET Awards. He is tired of hearing allegations, his attorney Cannick told the Post outside the courthouse. He knows the truth, and I think it's very frustrating for him to hear these allegations and know the truth is out there, and he just wants it to unfold. He believes that when folks are under oath and being examined, we would be able to get the truth, Devereaux Cannick said. Opening statements for the R. Kelly trial are due to get underway on August the 18th. So I just want to bring this story to the channel. I was sitting here thinking, I can't even imagine an overweight R. Kelly, because I'm so used to him being a certain way, and that's kind of shocking in itself. Now, hold on one second. When they're talking about these new allegations, it says feds asked to bring up new sickening accusations against R. Kelly at trial. It says federal prosecutors in New York on Friday, this was in July, detailed a string of new accusations of sexual assault and bribery against R. Kelly going back 30 years, including how the disgraced R&B singer allegedly abused a teenager, male, in 2006. In a lengthy court filing, the prosecutors asked a judge for permission to admit what they said was evidence of the sickening allegations, for which R. Kelly has not been charged, at his upcoming sex trafficking trial in Brooklyn. The uncharged acts are, quote, directly relevant to and inextricably intertwined with the evidence of the charged crimes, end quote, the prosecutors argued in the motion. The filing alleges that in 2006, R. Kelly sexually abused a 17-year-old teenager named only as John Doe No. 1 after meeting him at a McDonald's in Chicago and asking what he was willing to do to succeed in the music business. According to the court docs, the teenager introduced Kelly to a close male pal who was 16 or 17. Several years later, R. Kelly allegedly started a sexual relationship with that person, John Doe number 2, and forced several of his girlfriends at the time to have sex with the young men while he filmed. The documents also describe how a crisis manager for R. Kelly allegedly bribed a Cook County, Illinois clerk with $2,500 to get inside information on the singer's legal troubles after the Lifetime documentary Surviving R. Kelly came out in early 2019. Prosecutors also want to introduce evidence that R. Kelly, whose real name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, allegedly sexually abused the singer Aaliyah Houghton and married her in 1994 when she was 15 so that she couldn't be forced to testify against him, according to the Chicago Sun-Times. Other allegations contained in the filing include unlawful imprisonment, hush money payments, threats, and psychological abuse. That's another picture of R. Kelly. Prosecutors said that a woman named as Jane Doe number 5, who is expected to testify, alleged that R. Kelly directed her to search the internet and find, quote, child pornography involving boys for him, end quote. A search authorized on R. Kelly's computer corroborated this claim, according to the court doc. Prosecutors also want to play for the jury 2 audio recordings allegedly showing R. Kelly physically and psychologically abusing women, proving his, quote, regular use of audio and video recordings to maintain control, end quote. Kelly is accused of leading an entourage of employees who recruited women and girls to have sex with the singer as he toured around the country and the globe during his years as an R&B star. He was arrested by the NYPD and federal authorities in Chicago in the summer of 2019 and transferred to New York in late June. He faces 2 sets of federal charges in New York and Chicago. So his trial will start on August the 18th. I'm sure it's going to be quite the spectacle, considering, number 1, his celebrity status, and number 2, the allegations against him. So I just wanted to bring this to the channel to kind of update you guys because it's about to hit. It's right around the corner. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.